Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI S. Last time, after finding out that Rab was in fact our main character's grandfather, and that Jade, the person that he fought with in the MMA, was, well, probably the Princess of Hollandor. We jumped in a cliff. If to escape, well, actually no, we fell in the cliff and escaped them.
Oh good, you're awake. I'm soaked through. Let's get warmed up, shall we? I'm glad I caught you. I couldn't have forgiven myself if it happened again. I suppose Rab must have told you about your mother, that she sacrificed herself to save you and the Princess of Heliodor. Well, you've probably worked it out for yourself already, but I was that princess. Your mother saved my life. That night, the night Dundrasil fell, we ran from the castle, but the monsters were too fast. She handed you to me and distracted them for long enough for us to get away. She died to save us. But even though she trusted me with you, I was too weak and stupid to... I fell in the river and I let you go. I can't tell you how many times I've wished that it was you Rab fished out of there and not me. After he found me, we headed back to Heliodor. We thought my father might help us to find you. But when we got there, we found out he was telling people I'd been killed by the Luminary. He was trying to make people believe awful things about you. Rab was convinced that he wasn't in his right mind, that someone must be controlling him. So we set out together to find out who and why. I never expected to see Hendrik again, let alone on a battlefield. We were lucky to get out of there alive. Looks like the rain's dying down. We should head back to Dundrasil.
Yeah. Well, with that Lord drop out of the way. Because the interrupted by the music, yeah. Also, yeah, you probably guessed it. Jade's the other party member we're about to get. I don't feel like fighting nobody when we don't have everybody. Anyway.
So I was right. I had suspected it would take more than a mere fall to put pay to the Darkspawn.
That's because that already didn't work. This is the second time I did that.
Sir Hendrik.
Can it really have been so many years since that fateful night, Princess? To see you alive and well, you cannot imagine how much this pleases me. But should you choose to continue to side with the Child of Darkness, you may not live for much longer.
Look, I know how you feel about duty, Hendrik. How could I forget? But you don't understand how important this is. Please, you have to let us go.
You would ask a sworn knight of Heliodor to disobey the orders of his king? You have been away from home too long, girl.
Not long enough for the years to have changed you. Still loyal to a fault. I wish it didn't have to come to this. But it has.
Impressive, princess. The spirited young girl of old has grown into quite the warrior maiden.
Oh, please. I'm not a child anymore. It'll take more than a pat on the head to distract me.
And what will it take to convince you that I am deadly serious? That if you stand on the side of the Darkspawn, I will have no choice but to destroy you? Yeah!
Hendrik!
Princess!
I'm sorry. Get on! Now hold on tight.
Princess, what have you become?
What have you? Well, we're already back at Dunderstone. Oh, hey, look, everyone.
Look!
There you both are. And in one piece, too.
Just about. No thanks to Hendrik and his men.
So it was old Hendrik, was it? I thought it might be. I would have liked a wee word with the rascal, but I doubt he'd have told us much. Well, if even he's out for your blood, the forces of evil must have a stronger hold in Heliodor than ever. It wouldn't be the first time a once glorious kingdom had been brought low by monstrous powers, you know. Many years ago, a dastardly fiend destroyed an entire empire with his wicked ways. A legendary evil named Mordegon. His story is all but forgotten these days. I had to tramp halfway around the world just to learn his name. But the more I find out about him, the more I'm convinced he's the one behind all this. Dundrasil, the troubles in Heliodor, everything. Which is why you're going to have to stop him, laddie. The fate of the whole world depends on it. You're the luminary, after all. You were born to defeat the Dark One. But you'd be more than foolish to face him unprepared. He's a master of darkness, the like of which the world has never seen.
Then we must make our way to Yggdrasil as soon as we can. The legends of Arborea tell of a means of fighting the darkness that can only be found there. Veronica, that must be why we're supposed to take him there, mustn't it?
Here you are, laddie. It's yours at last. You'll be needing it if you're to make your way to the World Tree. If anyone can get this old stick to show us the way, it's you. Lead on, luminary.
Well, can you see anything?
Don't tell me it's a dud! If that Noah sent us in a wild goose chase, I'll throttle him! He could have told us it didn't work before we wasted a zillion hours chasing it halfway across the world.
Now, let's not jump to conclusions. Why don't Jade and I join you, and we'll see if we can't make our way a bit closer to Yggdrasil and try again. We'll not give yous any bother, I promise.
I want the fighting members of the World West. Yes! We have a bit more story before I can actually, switch them in to be able to do their best work. But these two are good. We'll go over what they can do in a little bit because we're about to hit another cutscene. Oh, this is taking longer than I thought. There we go.
Huh? Hey, the branch, it's...
Oh, darlings, did you see it? It was so pretty.
Yes, we saw it.
A sort of platform floating in the sky, and 6 coloured orbs.
It looked like it was some space
Oh, I think I understand. We need to find the orbs and take them to the platform, and then the path to Yggdrasil will appear.
Maybe trekking halfway around the world to find that branch wasn't such a waste of time after all.
You think?
And we've already got one of the orbs we need, too. I knew swiping this thing from the castle was the best idea I ever had.
Yeah.
I had my own plans for it. But this is way more important. It's yours now. Just don't lose it, okay?
This ruins the mood.
Our prize from the tournament. Lucky we didn't sell it in the end, eh?
Aye. And there I was, all set to swap it for a few piffling trinkets for the road. It's yours now, though, laddie. Now, it looked like that platform we saw was located right under Yggdrasil. That means it must be somewhere deep inside the first forest. So, we know where we have to go. We just need to find the other 4 orbs first.
But where in the world would we even begin to look? Orbs, orbs. Oh, I do remember a fairy tale about a giant pearl sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Can't remember the details, though.
Well, if we don't have any real clues, I guess we'll just have to head out into the world and find some.
You're not wrong there. In which case, let's head for Puerto Valor. We can get out into the open ocean from there. It's off to the northwest of Gondolia. A fairly straightforward voyage, if you ask me. And you'll be pleased to hear that I'm friends with Don Rodrigo, the big man over that way. I'm sure he'll open the sea gates for us.
I was a character in the story. I was just saying random things that I've heard from somewhere when I was talking about the Doge back in Gondolia. I didn't think that was an actual...
Right then, let's get moving, shall we? The sooner we get our hands on those orbs, the sooner we can make our way up to Yggdrasil.
That was just a really bad mystery. That wasn't actually saying well. Put that out of the way. We now have the perfect opportunity to see what these two can do while we do some side quests. Take it away, me, after this. Rab! He's a jack of all trades just like his grandson. Only he has an emphasis on doing healing. Capable of using both claws and stabs. Stabs are best early game as he does have access to Zing Stick, which is a better version of the Zing spell. Guaranteed to work. Otherwise it's the same. Only downside is it requires you to go through stabs, which gives Staff of Salvation, something Rab just does not care about. For freeze, which sucks because it's physical based, and then a few passives, and that's really all that's good on stats. Once you got Zing Stick, you got... Oh, come on. Okay, we're back. Once you got that done, you're done with stats. I don't care, I can't be bothered for this segment that's not barely moving. Anyway, claws are much better. They have crit rate and the ability to drain magic. This first one, Propeller Blade, does a basic attack up to level, so it's not great since it only has a maximum of plus 99 damage, but could be a quick cheap attack. Can Opener is good against mechanical type enemies, and this does more damage by a decent amount. Not nearly as much against machines, but a decent amount more damage with magical. After you grab that, I recommend working up, as a lot of good stuff is up here. This is Hardclaw, a free hit combo in Jade's best move, Kiri. She also gets it. But for Rab, this is just a prequel over to another move you can get. Getting to his personal skill tree, Enlightenment. Castor Sugar is just a good spell, being a self-buff that raises both his magical damage and his healing. This is pretty good. But I think the best thing is that he has the ability to remove curses from his skill tree. He has a passive healing over time for the party. So if you wanted to do healing over time for some reason for your healing, he has the Rando Beat now. And Empathy. I love this skill. It's probably not as good as I think, but it is one of the only ways to get more MP without using an item or staying at a inn or campsite. Is the only way to restore MP to others. It does cost him of his own though, but he has MP in spades. As I said before, he is a jack of all trades, aids like his grandson, but with an emphasis on healing. Jade is a second spear user, the other user of claws, and is overall very unique compared to the others. If you look at their stats, you'll see they're the second person to have 0 for magical mending, and the first two to have 0 for magical mining. You may have caught on, but yes, they are the only party members who do not get any spells whatsoever. No in-battle or out-of-battle spells can be learned by Jade. You are solely getting her abilities, but she got good abilities, so that doesn't really matter. Claws are probably your best option because under this panel is Hardclaw, which, as well as all of the other things that are normal claws. Hardclaw is her highest damage multiplier of them all. Even after upgrades, aiding her skill tree later on, this will still hurt more. probably mentioned she does get one ability kind of they made it a spell so it wasn't beat out the entire game. But oh well. Through a story event, but nothing from leveling up but stats. Spears are not bad. Oz do have one big loss that Spears do not. They have access to a group target, whereas you do not have any group targets under Claws. And under this base is a multi-spear. I believe it's random enemies in a group, and it's a rare case of a group skill that you actually want to use against a single target, but not a multi-tag, but not when enemies are in groups. It's a decent damage. Hard Claw from Claws is still better, but this is not bad damage. And why chose to use Spears early. In addition, Thunderstruck is just really good for hunting metal enemies. Critical hits do not go through the defense. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I know one thing. You land a crit on a metal enemy, they gonna die. Going into our first of our two exclusive skill trees, Fisticuffs. The only character who really will ever have any advantage with having no weapon. Granted, you can still have a weapon and use these, so I would take a weapon. Leg sweep and hardest move. Stun an enemy, not great. 8. This, more damage to aerial enemies, not great. Honestly, this has some good skills later. Other than Hard Collar, in fact, the best move to stay death is under Fisticuffs, up on the top. In addition, their good multi-target requires both this and her other exclusive skill. Alert. I'm not a big fan of Alert. Honestly, I think I heard some. I hate using this skill. Honestly, it can beguile enemies, but I hate the animation, and I'd rather just take them out normally instead. And honestly, I just dislike all of the animations on this one. The only good thing about it is that you have a multi-target under it later on, once it's upgraded, which doesn't have a bad animation, and that the upgraded versions that you get for having both, for getting to the top on both skills. That is the only real upside to Alert. But now you want to go with either Claws or Spears. Spears give you group damage until, for the time being, Claws have the best damage and is capable of taking hell when you attack. For now it's only 10%, but you can also get an additional 20%, and which I believe is stacked additively to that 10%. Allowing Jade to stay alive is really, really rad. While they are bad options, in fact, they do more damage, as I mentioned before. I'm only using Spears since Claws will mostly be better when Jade has the option to attack more of the enemy. And then, whereas the Spears are best earlier on where they don't have access to that. And with that,
Goody.
I really hope that was enough time, because that was 10 minutes. Yeah, that was probably a lot more than was needed. But also, I killed a metal slime. Dual wielding! Now I have two of the same weapon equipped. Which means it's time to start investing in Boomerang. Which is much better in all reality. You guys don't know we're close to your next move. Okay, well that's exciting. You may have saw it while I was explaining. Yeah, we now have a critical hit generating skill because of Jade. I want to go to Eric's equipment, because from now on, he got 2 weapons now. There we go. That's exactly what you always want to be seeing. Eric with 2 weapons. Oh, the pep ran out. I didn't even notice. Okay, well, it turns out this is the wrong spot for that quest. And I was just... No, we had to go to the Warrior's Rest Inn. I thought it said Dundersill, not Dwarf Rest. No? Yeah, that's a Dreadnought. And we have this boss and normal enemy. Oh, pep hop, here we go. The crab's up first, and I'm just going to die. Pep power, hair prayer, here we go.
Ready.
Basically makes the healers better and makes everyone tankier. Sure, we'll do this one too. Whack! How is it alive? And there's Claws in action. They have high crit rate, I'm pretty sure. Claws are best on Rab. Well, actually, they're also Jade's best weapon, but just by the fact that they heal her and give her the best multiplier for her. But I don't exactly want to do those right now, because it's probably best if we show up her other stuff. That's why I'm not using her best option, in my opinion. Well, let's go back and turn in this quest we could have done earlier, but I didn't know, because I misread. Good thing I didn't edit that video yet. Oh, flip! I'm gonna turn in the quest. There we go. Robe of Sanctity. Or Serenity. Well, I'm gonna go do that other quest we've got. Cotton. And... back in... that requires us to go to... Dungersdale. Hell's Ruins. Or at the very least close to... Really? Does this not have an overflow that goes to the bottom? Really? Okay, so it just says under a waterfall. It doesn't... I don't know for sure what waterfall I have to go to, or why the game is chugging so much all of a sudden. Like, wow. One second, I want to check. Now that this is no longer delayed. Yeah. I guess they would say Jade does have one big weakness, and that's they don't get multi-attack damage for a while. They are not the worst at this, because there is a party member who just never gets any multi-target whatsoever, and they also have their other uses that are much better. I actually want to see, I don't remember what his stats are like. Oh, I'm one battle away from the level up. Well, I'm gonna let that happen normally. You finally had... No? Maybe? Okay, let me look at defense. No, I'm still the tankiest party member by far. I mean, I guess I also just got really good armor. I don't know, we've been lacking a tank I know the last party members I think, but the well, something tells me I need to be there. A avoid or an enemy to show up that can ride across the water. I think it has to be there at least. So, yeah, I'm hoping see if I can find a spot one, because I think I need one of the flying guys. Pretty sure there's a version of them that is near here. I know you can ride the golems, maybe not necessarily these ones, but like, in general, you can ride the golems. Where are the flying guys? No way this would just be the thing. Nope. Got a lot of stuff, but not what I need. This is pretty close to the waterfall. There it is! That's what I needed. Didn't even need 3 days, so let's head over to Argonia. Zooming on out of here. Here we go. And here you go. Yeah. Let's see what this is. And I mean, it feels like it's probably gonna be an outfit. Let's see what we can make from that. Yeah, it's a Sylvando outfit. Didn't know we got one of those yet. I want that. Pretty sure I've seen it before, but I don't think I actually ever got it myself. Yeah, I'm not finishing this properly. Or at all. Yeah, this is not going to come out great, is it? That's not what I need. I need the sky. I'm pretty sure this is probably an accessory, isn't it? If it is, it's gonna run Sylvando. That's for dang sure. Oh yeah, it's a present shape. Yep, that's an accessory. Everything just... Oh, come on. That can be good. It can never move something that's done perfectly. Couldn't finish. I don't have enough focus to keep going. And that probably would have been done if it wasn't for the healing. Well, let's put down Sylvando. Something tells me. Oh, this is the worst of the two items. Oh yeah, that's better than everything. Wait. And by the way, Jade is the other party member who has good usage with Charm. You know what? that's gonna do it for today's video, folks. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!